Hello and welcome to our new CCI Service Provider version 5 learning path. Today in this video, we would talk about Cisco-powered infrastructure as a service. Now, the value of IT is basically measured by what it delivers to the business. When IT can meet the business requirements, or if the IT is ready before the business even knows about it, it basically increases the value of IT. To deliver value, you must scale when needed and provide data and IP security and compliance within the limits of existing budget, personnel, and processes. However, it is challenging to address today's needs and tomorrow's opportunities with yesterday's infrastructure. You basically need to update your infrastructure. However, infrastructure as a service empowers your organization with the flexibility to meet tomorrow's opportunity today. Now, as a solution, Cisco-powered infrastructure as a service accelerates your business by enabling your own enterprise-class hybrid cloud. The solution is delivered by certified cloud providers of Cisco who implement this Cisco's reference architecture, which basically delivers a superior service, security, and support. Now, what's the need to move to a hybrid solution? Why would you ever want to disrupt your internal infrastructure and move to a hybrid solution? Now, IT is a really important aspect of your organization. It plays a very important role to your organization's success. It is always being called upon for higher security, greater scalability, and more cost control. At the same time, IT always needs to help your business achieve revenue growth, improve profitability, capitalize on new opportunities, and expand your geographic reach. All these requirements put additional pressure on IT to securely deliver performance, reliability, and availability. Now, what are your current challenges that your IT faces today? The first one would be security of data and applications. That's always a concern in today's environment. So if you have to secure your network or your business, you have to be on top of attackers by quickly upgrading your infrastructure to meet the latest demands. The second challenge could be cost. Now, most organizations have a mandate to reduce the operating expenditure while improving responses, capacity, capabilities, and staff as infrastructure grows. Now, if cost is going to be an issue, managing or updating your infrastructure to provide the best security can be a challenge. The third challenge that IT faces today would be shadow IT. So security and compliance are basically compromised when lines of businesses bypasses IT to use cloud directly. So you kind of want a hybrid solution where you still have your own infrastructure but still have cloud to reduce your cost. Control is again a big challenge in today's IT infrastructure, where the challenge is to assure application performance and consistent application level security with a uniform user experience across services and location. Now, if you don't have control over your applications, you cannot really define how application security would be and how the user experience would be. Again, lack of resources to increase IT capacity and inability to decrease capacity when assets are underutilized. This could be a big challenge. Scalability has always been a problem with on-premise infrastructure. New capabilities and innovative technology. Well, capital investment is required to bring new technology in-house and locks organizations into equipments soon to become outdated. The problem is that today, if I get a new infrastructure, which may be the latest today, but tomorrow it may not. So capital investment becomes a big challenge because you cannot dynamically update or move with the current demands. The last and not the least would be performance, reliability, and availability. Most IT resources are required to manage a growing infrastructure, shifting focus from value-added activities such as application development and operational improvement. Now, with you moving to a hybrid solution, it gives you the opportunity to focus on business-driven application, which drives business and increases the profitability by focusing on applications rather than focusing on IT. Now, how does Cisco play a role in infrastructure as a service. With Cisco-powered infrastructure as a service, your infrastructure and IT services are managed by Cisco-powered partners. This basically allows you to focus on application validation and the core needs of your business. Now, if you look at this diagram here, I have a private on-premise infrastructure versus an infrastructure as a service. Now, traditionally, you basically manage everything. You manage your applications, your runtimes, your security, your integration, your databases, your servers. If you are doing some virtualization, you manage all of that. Your server hardware, upgrading the server hardware, storage, and also networking. Now imagine if I move some part of this to the cloud, where I have a hybrid solution where applications, runtime, security, integration, databases, and servers are basically managed by you, and the cloud or the cloud provider takes care of everything else. Basically, the cloud provider would take care of virtualization, server hardware, storage, and networking. So this gives you more time to focus on your business needs rather than focusing on updating your server hardware. Now, in the move to cloud, many organizations are taking a hybrid cloud approach, basically using both private and public cloud resources. With Cisco's hybrid cloud, you can seamlessly move workloads between your on-site data center and the public cloud. The cloud becomes an extension to your on-premise infrastructure and gives you new ways to extend your capabilities, and the most important of all, it increases scalability and agility. Now, what exactly are the basic benefits of Cisco-powered infrastructure as a service? The first one is dynamic scalability. Basically, the resources are available to you when you need them, and when you don't need them, they are basically not available. So it's on demand. If your application requires more resources, they would automatically be assigned to you. Basically, automation can be done so that your applications can demand the respective resources and they can be automatically assigned to your application. Improved security, availability, and compliance. Using Cisco-powered infrastructure as a service, you can take the advantage of cloud provider expertise, infrastructure, and processes. Enterprise class performance, guaranteed service delivery with written service level agreements. Focus on strategic IT, offload routine infrastructure management to simplify operations and gain the freedom to focus on IT initiatives that bring real value to your organization. The next benefit would be lower total cost of ownership. Because you don't need to manage your internal infrastructure now, you don't need to manage your servers or updating your servers. It basically reduces your capex, which could be a big advantage from many organization perspective. Because you don't have to invest in your infrastructure or even updating them, it reduces your capex and it basically moves more towards the OPEX, which is the operating expenditure, and you only pay for what you use and when you use it. The last but not the least would be increased agility to take advantage of new opportunities quickly. Because the cloud infrastructure is really agile and scalable, you can quickly adapt to changes and new business opportunities. Now, you can also monitor and track your usage. So based on your requirements, you pay as you go. You don't have a fixed investment or a capital expense. You only have an operational expense. And again, that is based on what you use. You retain control of your applications and data while offloading routine infrastructure management to your provider. Now, Cisco-powered infrastructure as a service, they're basically offered only by cloud providers who have proven to be the best in the industry. Each provider undergoes a comprehensive partner certification process. In addition, their solution must pass an audit to verify that they deliver as they promised. The success of your business depends on the reliability of your IT solution. That's why we use Cisco-powered services. Now, a Cisco-powered infrastructure as a service solution is based on the Cisco reference architecture, and it provides you with the following features: end-to-end security, independently validated scalability, reliable SLAs, 24/7 support, ongoing innovation. So basically, if you look at Cisco powered infrastructure as a service, it's an all-in-one solution for you to move your infrastructure to the cloud. It's still a hybrid solution where some part of your infrastructure would be on-premise and some part would be offloaded to the cloud providers, which are basically partners of Cisco. The main thing about IaaS as a Cisco solution would be that your applications, your runtime, your security integration, your databases and your servers are basically maintained by you, but your virtualization, your server hardware, and your storage and networking is basically managed by the cloud. I hope this video was informative to you, and thank you for viewing.